Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, especially to my lecturer Professor Madya Dr. Nur Ashikin binti Hussein. My name is Muhammad Azizi bin Muhammad Faiz from class BA 2735F. Today I will presenting my article critique with the title The Future of Leadership: How Conflict Resolution Elevates Teamship. Without wasting any time, let's start. The article by Kwame Christian highlights the shift from top-down leadership to a teamship model where leadership and responsibility are shared. Drawing on Kate Ferrazzi's research, Christian argues that modern leadership depends on constructive conflict, psychological safety, and open communication. He outlines 4 key practices: encouraging healthy debate, creating psychological safety, promoting peer accountability, and viewing feedback as useful information rather than criticism. Overall, he shows that teams that embrace negotiation and shared leadership become more innovative, adaptable, and resilient. I agree with the article's main argument that conflict resolution is a critical leadership skill for the future of work. Kwame Christian clearly demonstrates that leadership today is no longer about control, but about the collaboration, where team members share accountability, communicate openly, and manage disagreements constructively. Based on my first supporting article titled Influence of Entrepreneurial Team Knowledge Conflict on Ambidextrous Learning, shows that when teams manage task-related or knowledge-based conflicts in a constructive way, it actually strengthens their ability to learn and innovate. The study highlights that teams become better at exploring new ideas while still improving their existing capabilities when conflict is handled through open discussion, negotiation, and shared sense-making. Instead of breaking down relationships, constructive conflicts brings team members closer together because it builds trust and encourages honest communication. This supports Christian's argument that conflict, when properly managed, becomes a powerful tool for improving team cohesion and driving innovation. The second key point is that modern leaders must shift from a top-down authoritative style to a more facilitative approach. The article titled The Role of Digital Leaders' Emotional Intelligence in Team Coordination and Conflict Handling provides strong evidence for this. It explains that leaders who coach their teams, empower employees, and remove obstacles are more effective at promoting collaboration and creative problem solving. Instead of controlling every decision, facilitative leaders guide discussions, listen actively, and create space for team members to contribute. This leadership style builds trust and helps team coordinate complex tasks more smoothly. This directly supports the idea in the article that leaders today need to act as facilitators, encouraging shared accountability and peer collaboration rather than depending on authority alone. The third point focuses on psychological safety, which is now considered a foundation of high-performing teams. The study titled The Role of Psychological Safety in Promoting Software Teams' Quality-Related Behaviors found that when employees feel safe to speak openly, whether it is raising concerns, admitting mistakes, or offering suggestions, the overall team performance improves significantly. The study shows that psychological safety encourages team members to take initiative, ask questions, and support one another, which leads to better decision-making and higher quality work outcomes. This aligns closely with Christian's argument that leaders must create environments where employees feel comfortable expressing themselves without fear of being judged or penalized. When teams have this sense of safety, they collaborate better and perform at a higher level. Finally, the fourth key point is that conflict management skills contribute directly to the organizational resilience. The article titled The Roles of Conflict Management and Psychological Safety in Virtual Teams found that teams with Strong conflict handling capabilities are more adaptable, more reliable, and better able to respond under pressure, especially in remote or hybrid environments. The study emphasizes that conflict competence involves structured processes, leader facilitation, and dedicated training. When teams know how to manage disagreements productively, they reduce unnecessary tension and handle challenges more effectively. This supports Christian's point that conflict competence is not just useful for problem solving, it is also a long-term advantage that helps organizations stay resilient during uncertainty and change. A strong example of all four key points is Microsoft cultural transformation under CEO Satya Nadella. When he became CEO in 2014, Microsoft was known for internal competition and resistant to feedback. Nadella shifted the company toward a growth mindset focused on empathy, collaboration, and open communication. First, conflict resolution and innovation. Nadella encouraged constructive conflict, allowing teams to test ideas and innovate, contributing to successes like Azure and Microsoft Teams. Second, facilitative management. Managers were retrained to act as coaches, empowering employees and strengthening their teamwork. Third, psychological safety. He built a culture where employees felt safe to speak up, experiment, and learn from mistakes, increasing their creativity. Fourth, resilience. During COVID-19, this collaborative culture helped Microsoft quickly adapt to remote work and remain productive. Based on the article and research, I have 3 key recommendations. First, offer conflict resolution training so employees can use negotiation and active listening to turn conflicts into learning opportunities. Second, promote managerial vulnerability. When leaders admit mistakes and seek input, they build psychological safety and show that collaboration matters. Third, reward collaborative behavior by recognizing teamwork and communication in performance evaluations, reinforcing a shared leadership culture. In conclusion, the article makes it clear that conflict resolution is now essential for effective leadership. By guiding teams through disagreements with empathy and openness, leaders can build trust, improve teamwork, and help their organizations stay resilient and innovative.